Yo.
One day it's
Something has happened to the mic, babe. What have you done?
It's not the mic. It's the
screws.
It's got to be the screws on there. Something got to be tightened up.
Well, no.
I'll get my tools and start messing with it after.
Yes, please, but don't keep touching it because it squeaks. Ew.
It didn't fail. It didn't fail.
Something happened.
Something you did.
I did not do anything. It might be how you lay them down there. Put them anywhere.
All right. So
Ready.
y'all know what's going on, man. Did we start the intro?
I think we did.
We are back with another freaking video. Y'all already know.
Yeah. What's going on, guys?
Like that toenail that you
silly.
ain't clipped in a while.
Mm-mm.
And then start cutting through them socks.
That's your toenails. I'll ask you about them one day. Woo, that was funny.
All right.
Your toenails cut holes through your socks. I'll be asking him, y'all, if I can cut his toenails. But because he used to see me cut my dad's toenails.
Hey.
Just saying. A good
Pope,
wife would have no problem cutting his
toenails.
But see, my dad had like a little skin under his toenails, on his toes sometimes. And sometimes I would just clip the meat a little bit by mistake.
When I was be at the house at times she's clipping the toenail, I'm in the back. All I hear is
and that has scarred him for life. I said, man, let me cut your toenails. And he never says yes,
and
y'all.
what I would typically be working on trying to do something, trying to upgrade his computer, fix all of his shit.
And then he was saying, baby, watch my toenail, watch my meat.
And I'd be sitting there like this. Never touching my feet.
See? But you don't have no meat under your toenails.
That's all you hear from
me and my daddy toenails. That's the truth, too, boy. I be wondering what you be thinking when you back there. I guess that's what it was. Oh, and I have never clipped his toenails. I just asked him recently. So let me keep the toenails, babe. Because his toenails are like an arrow. They go out like that, and then they meet at the tip. I'm like, let me do it.
You tried it one time, and I was like, Because soon as that metal goes to that meat, you like, No. But anyway, man, I'm sorry. A little sidetrack, man. We got Tom and Sowell and welfare, man.
Let's go. I'm gonna cut them toenails one day, y'all. He gonna be asleep. I gotta focus 200% when I listen to Tom Sowell.
What the welfare system and other kinds of governmental programs are doing is paying people to fail. Insofar as they fail, they receive the money. Insofar as they succeed, even to a moderate extent, the money is taken away. Mm-hmm. This is even extended into the school systems, where they will give money to schools with low scores. Insofar as the school improves its education, the money is taken away, so that you are subsidizing people to fail in their own private lives and become more dependent upon the handouts.
We have expectations built in today about the quality of life, the quality of job, the level of income for which one expects in return. Why? Because we look at the level around us that it takes us to have a fairly decent level.
No, that's not why. I may have all sorts of expectations. The question is, what can I do? If someone else is subsidizing my expectations will be far higher. Insofar as the Center for Advanced Study was subsidizing my expectations a few years ago, I refused to work at UCLA for the normal full professor's salary. Why should I, when I can get the same money for being at the Center for Advanced Study with no hours, no duties, and no classes?
Let's go.
Tomorrow. What will they do? What will be their immediate response? At what price to their small children and to their middle-aged children? Yes, they'll get a job. In fact, the statistics show that women, in fact, are the most successful through the employment program. But what has to supplement that typically is the provision of some kind of daycare arrangement. Either the individual woman has to earn enough money to be able to pay privately for her daycare, or in fact she is, quote, subsidized through this insidious corrupting set of programs run by the federal government, which in fact makes her employable and a taxpayer.
Okay.
Okay.
He's saying some really good stuff and making some really good points here. So he's saying overall that the welfare system is setting people up to fail. It's setting them to be
comfortable, lax, lazy,
and to stay on the mindset because it's being provided, which is like a cycle. Because if they're offering this, they're showing this, you really don't have to get this. You don't have to excel beyond this place here, this ceiling. Then we're going to keep giving you money so you can stay down here versus putting yourself in a position where you don't have to even receive it because you have the capability of doing more and being higher, but yet we're going to keep feeding this to you. And there was a time we didn't even need this.
And listen what he said. He said back when people were a lot more poor, he said the
father was there.
That was different. That was different because there were a lot of things that came into play, like
teenage pregnancy was very low.
Was low. So that's, and I remember, man, maybe when in the 90s, remember when, not the movie itself, was real spoof, but the ideology of what they were saying. You remember Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking juice in the hood?
No, babe, that's your favorite movie.
So you don't remember that movie?
I don't.
So
only
it was this one scene in there and they were like, man, we've been on welfare for years. It's generational. He said, why won't we go get a job when the government give it to us for free? And
that's institutional. That's
institutionalization. And that breeds hood culture. It breeds all that stuff. All that stuff comes out of that when you have that lax government gives it to you. It just breeds a whole bunch of poorness and recklessness. It does.
Well, it's a mindset.
Now, if you needed it for something, you got into a jam, you need it temporarily just to get out. That's what it before. But the welfare system ain't made for that. It's made to live off of at the bottom level of life and dependent on it because it makes the welfare system, it makes the government rich.
And to keep you there.
Very small group. We're talking about 12% of the families are not intact. Are not two-parent families at any one period of time.
I mean, among welfare recipients?
No, among the public at large. We're talking about 12% of the families. 12%.
That's right.
That's a small number. But
none of those on welfare.
We're still talking about a significant component of the bottom 20% that are the bottom 20%. Whether they are above the poverty line or below the poverty line, they are still the bottom 20%. And the issue is, what is the responsibility of the other 80%, if any? Does
your program plan to eliminate there being a bottom 20%?
No, but it intends to raise the bottom 20%.
You're raising them by having more illegitimacy, more unemployment.
I'm not making them have illegitimate children. I hope that's clear.
I think. You don't have to do that. You simply subsidize it.
Right. Exactly. You continue to provide programs that make them feel comfortable and doesn't challenge them for greatness because you keep feeding them and giving them all these resources and all these, things that make them want to stay where they are versus really tap into their highest potential within themselves, which is to be great.
Exactly. And the welfare system will have you be like comfortable and bottom of the bottom.
Let's go, Thomas Sowell. He was a bad man.
Bad dude.
Look how young he was too.
Was a bad dude.
Wow,
that one, he had them strong cheekbone structure.
Yep, it is very much an institutionalized system, and it's very much is generational. Well, could be generational. I can't say is. That's like it all.
That could be. Yeah.
But any cycle can be broken. Any cycle can be broken. So a person has to really say, you know what, I don't want this life anymore. This is not what I choose. I can do more. I can be more. I am more.
And the welfare system makes that put you in a real comfort mode because they tell you that you can only expand to this far if you want these programs and what comes from this. So you can only elevate. We don't want you going this far or you disqualify. And then people sit back because they don't want to be disqualified because they like getting that free stuff.
Now, let me be clear. I believe that it may be relative because people may fall upon hard times. You never know the situation of a person and they may need support of the government. But if they're giving you support for an extended amount of time, use that time to not always need the support. So if the next person behind you needs that support, they need the support.
That's right.
But if you don't need the support and you've been helped and now you can do better, why are you continuously allowing yourself to hover there?
Comfort.
So that's how I want to say that. I want to be clear because it could be something that could be needed. And if it's needed, then definitely utilize it. But it shouldn't be a lifetime thing. Especially in 2023.
Yeah, it's not for the lifestyle.
2010, 2000. I mean, let's go even way back further than that. Yeah, so this was good.
It was.
I like how he said that.
So, all right, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't take a nosedive, but comment down in the section
below if you want some more. And everybody has the potential to be great. You just got to be willing to do the work, make the sacrifices, and change the mindset in your environment.
Absolutely.
Yeah.